Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Stagg Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Batch 23C. So, super happy to have this one. I didn't think we were ever going to find one because around us, I don't know about around everyone else, around us, they're always, I think the lowest I've seen it is like $200 up to like $500. You see them in a thing. So
Correct.
I was never going to pay that price for that. But
I thought one time I seen one for $99 and I almost pulled the trigger. Then when I went up to the counter and they're like, $199.99. I'm like, we'll put that
exactly. So this one comes courtesy of super fan of the channel, Steve. Can't thank you enough.
Yes.
He actually walked into a store and lo and behold, we got this one for $59.99. So this is a 125.9 proof. Right on the bottle, it says nearly a decade old. They didn't have exact things, but it said almost 10 years old. So this is distilled, bottled, aged at Buffalo Trace Distillery. And as you might notice, there's no longer a junior on here because after it turned 18, I guess they got rid of the junior. It's just a Stagg now. And it comes in at cask strength, uncut, and unfiltered. So I'm super excited.
Very dark.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I'm super excited to try it because we haven't had. I don't know what the batch is that we had because I never really looked it up because it was before they put batch numbers on it.
I think we even said it then. And we don't even really know the year that we had.
Well, you can look it up. They do have a thing online where if you look up the proof that's on it.
Right.
So I'm just excited to try it. I really didn't think we'd ever get another one of these because there was no way I was going to pay $300.
No, I wasn't going to pay $300, but
no,
I did do some searching and keep looking and
always on the search for
sad little clown face when I go. It's like
honestly, that's like the E.H. Taylor. I'd love to try their
they came
single barrel
last year, but this year they
I only see the small batch, but even the small batch they want a couple $100 for it, and it's just not.
But it
happen.
popped into all local stores.
Yeah.
And this year it didn't.
I had said that I was talking with actually Danny the other day, and it was the same thing. Like Makers just avoided us last year. Like didn't come to Massachusetts really at all, and like we could get an Old Forester store pick almost everywhere we went last year. And this year they are just not around. So back to Stagg. Let's give them the. It's just
the nose doesn't crank.
It's not screaming. It's actually not even bringing like Buffalo Trace vibes yet. Like normally I get like the butterscotchy, and I'm not really getting that. Let's see what it tastes like. I purposely didn't drink anything before this because I wanted to see what this was going to do heat-wise. Like, because I remember when we put our Stagg up against a couple big dogs, it was drinking hot to be hot.
You'll know you're drinking it. Not in a sad way though, because it hangs on with a nice little sweetness in the end. Not huge oakness. I don't like getting a huge oak.
No, I got the oak right at the end on this one. Yeah, I did. It does have that.
It has the you're drinking it.
No, you definitely know it's still there.
And you got to
that's not bad. So yeah, no,
it's definitely not bad.
On my tongue, I was getting that. What I like to attribute it. There's no such creature, but in my head, it pops into a fruity butterscotch. Like I get that.
I'm not getting I'm getting the fruitiness. I'm not getting the butterscotch part.
I got it only on a taste. I didn't get it. Oh, now it's starting to come on the nose. Now I'm getting it on the nose. I got it as soon as it hit my tongue, I was getting that fruity butterscotch. I'll tell you what, I still have a finish though, and I haven't even gone back now. I've been talking.
That's why I was waiting.
There is a darkness to this one too.
It's
because that's usually one of the things with Buffalo Trace. Not that I'm not going to say I don't like it. It's just that it almost presents too sweet sometimes. This has like a nice darkness to it that's not bringing that in.
It's got a light sweetness, and a light oak. It's not heavily oaked on the end. I'm kind of digging this. I'm not sad that we got two.
Shh. Oh no, yeah. As you roll that on your tongue, it turns into like a darker caramel-esque. You know what I mean? Like it presents on the nose.
I don't really
more
get the caramel flavor.
All right, well,
I get a little light fruitness on the flavor on the nose, but
yeah, that's that fruity butterscotch that I always get on that. And then the flavor wise though, unlike when you do like a regular
It hangs
proof
on.
Buffalo. No, it's. I was just swishing that around. That thing is dancing on my tongue right now. But for 125.9 proof, it's not drinking hot to be hot. Like
No.
like the
And this,
like the not the bird dog. That other one we did, the Yellowstone. That was just like
that
it was almost like just it was hot to be hot. This has so much flavor.
I agree.
It kind of masks a little bit of that. I mean, you're drinking heat.
Oh no, you definitely know you're drinking it. But
It's not like wow. That's
it
too
has
hot.
other flavors with it.
Correct.
And price wise,
You can't beat that.
you're
with a
right up
Stagg.
there with the Larceny and
Yeah.
the Elijah. If they keep this price point,
Which they won't.
if the store owners keep this price point,
Right. This would be a phenomenal bottle.
huge.
This is a phenomenal bottle at this price. It
is.
wouldn't. It's not would be. This
no,
is
it-
100%
I
a
agree.
phenomenal bottle at this price.
Those is,
Unfortunately,
like, cranking.
you know the unscrupulous.
Funky Waggles is out again.
They,
Whoa, he's really digging deep.
You know that think it's acceptable to mark up in their store that price. You know what I mean? Because Buffalo Trace is obviously willing to sell it at. You know what I mean? This is MSRP.
Well,
Now
they're selling it to the store, I'm sure, for like 40 bucks.
look at that, right? Yeah, well, that's nice.
Or 35 bucks.
Correct.
You know, so they're already making money. Mm-hmm. And then they decide they're going to put it at 300 bucks.
That's where.
But it's marketing. It's their
you know,
it's their gameplay.
Those
you know.
are the good and the bad with the whole 3-tier system because the distillery sells it to the
this is
distributor.
delicious.
The distributor sells it to the liquor store. If they eliminated that, and Buffalo Trace was willing to sell you this for $45 plus shipping, then then it would be fair. You know what I mean? And
I get that.
I get they did it so that they can't gouge people, but on the other hand, the liquor stores are gouging people. So that's where I don't find it acceptable. At least if Buffalo Trace
was making the money.
they're making the money.
I get it.
They're bottling it. They're aging it. They're distilling it. They're doing all the work. They should get the money, not the people that are driving it up the coast or the people that are selling it.
So the people that kill us even more are the people that get it for $60 and then they put it online for $300 and then they make the money.
But
That's a little entrepreneur.
That's what started the whole stores jacking the prices up because they're like, well, if other people can do it, but at least in my eyes, in that one. And again, we don't want to get controversial. I'm not trying to do it because if you guys do it, that's on you. But at least if you're doing it secondary, you're not a licensed liquor distributor.
Right.
No,
I'm
when the stores
with
do
you
it,
100%.
that's just straight wrong to me. You know what I mean? Because they, and I get it. They want to make the money, but it's like if you bought, a McDonald's Happy Meal and you turn around and you sell a toy on eBay for 6 times what you bought 20 years from now. You know what I mean? People do it all the time. So
They do.
At least that is kind of the same premise.
Unfortunately, I had a shitload of it.
I know you used it. I've used that as an example because
and
you used to.
I did
he used
not
to,
get any of that.
Growing up, I used to laugh because he'd constantly be getting it and he would never open them and he had a million toys. But
Yes, and we sold them to a vendor or whoever. Someone
Who
came
did
into
that?
the house and they made a ton of money and we made nothing.
yeah.
Don't
So,
do that.
This was the worst Stagg review ever because we ranted about the liquor stores. But let me tell you something. I was going to give the
very
guy a
good.
shout out, and he didn't even want it because he wants his true customers to get his stuff. And
And
I
A+
just
to 'em.
I appreciate everything about that. This just keeps getting better
Oh,
every
it's
step.
I'm with you.
This really does. And as much as I wanted to try it, I was like, is it going to disappoint? This is not disappointing at all.
definitely not
This is such a hang time. It has such a finish.
This might be the slowest time with you babbling as much as you were babbling. I'm still like holding on. So
It's just
it is. It's comfortable. It's nice.
Just coats and it sits and
I
it
agree.
gives such a hug. I mean, I understand why people chase this. You know what I mean? The best part of this, though, the one thing I'll say about this bottle is at MSRP, this has the same MSRP as that bottle of Blanton's right there. And it's not even in the same. It's not even the same atmosphere.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Made by
Not
the
e-
same people, so I'm not crapping on one
Not
distillery
even-
for another.
But they'll chase that one down even more.
Because that's regularly $150
And
everywhere
I've yet
around
to
us.
buy myself one. I don't have one at the house.
I've yet to find it again for the $60 that we paid.
I have.
Yeah, see,
but again, I'll buy an Eagle Rare for 35.
I agree with you there. I agree with you. But this
and I do have Eagle Rare at the house.
This
so
actually
it's-
does stomp on even the Eagle Rares we had. This
No.
this is just brings so much love to the table in this one.
It's a little, but it's double the proof, more than double the proof. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they're not in the same category. But all day long, if I could find this for $60, which we did, if I find another one, I'll probably have another one.
No, I agree. You know, it's funny because, you know, I was like, I don't know if I would buy this.
We didn't
this
find
is
it, but thank you, Steve.
This is, I thank them.
I know.
This is so dark and rich and thick. This is actually, I think this one, if I remember, actually smokes the Stagg Junior we had. Like, it's actually holding. So
I'm sure we'll put that up.
I'm sure that, I'm sure it's going to go into some battles anyways, because this is an epic price for. I mean, we bought some big money bourbons last year, so this is going to be great to compare against them. Because this is why. It wasn't only you. I did too. You know what I mean? So this is why. So there you go. Sorry about the dog. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.
Mm-hmm.